Ah, spring, you fickle mistress. Little snow in Utah in May. Anyway, all right, snow aside, purpose of this video is to kind of look at these planters, not these ones specifically, but any of them really, and look at you know, how they're easy to build and you can use them to build your own woodworking business. These are the three that I kept to myself. I've got some wildflowers in there. I plan on replacing these two boxes, the ones with strawberries and garlic, with modified versions of this guy here at some point. But let's talk about how it works out. So here's how I got started, right? So I bought this Delta table saw for $350, right? And it's a very basic saw. It's old. There's no riving knife, or it's, you know, super safe. But I bought this with the sole purpose of trying to build enough things that I could buy more tools. So I initially started similar to this. I just bought a bunch of pickets. I didn't use any 2x4s at that point. That's for something else that I'm building right now. But I bought a bunch of pickets, went on YouTube and found Aaron Voss's videos, right, at Who's the Voss, on how to build these planters. And I built 3 of them and put up an ad on Facebook Marketplace. Lame. Anyway, so if you can imagine, so I put up an ad on Facebook Marketplace, and this whole breezeway, the first weekend, was full of planters. I made 11 sales of the large planter boxes that are 16 by 16 by 45 inches. Pretty much that guy there. Not too bad, right? The profit margin's pretty high. It's much easier to build them in batches if you're looking at the amount of money you can make per hour in your shop. So made all those and sold them, and with that I did something stupid. I bought this laser. Now, I have to caveat that I like this laser. It works really good. I wish it was more compatible with Lightburn. They say they're working on it. I'm still having problems. Your mileage may vary. It could be just the fact that I'm an idiot. But so I bought this laser, got some ductwork set up. I can vent that outside. That's not blood, that's bug spray. So calm down. Might be blood, I don't know. Anyway, so I bought this laser, and while I really do like it, right, especially the rotary attachment, that's part of it right there, for tinkering with, at least me personally, I have not found a suitable niche to use this to make money. I know you can. I have not marketed it at all, really, so that's pretty much on me. But anyway, I took that initial, to me, huge amount of profit from selling those boxes, and I bought this. Again, a lot of fun. I haven't made any money on it yet. You know, I used a little bit of that money too. I needed to buy a laptop to run said laser. Got this used laptop, right? Put it here. I had to clear out some of the mess, you know, to make room for it. But, you know, it worked out. Anyway, works fine. So I made that initial dum-dum purchase and thought, you know what, that was stupid. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a point when I sell more boxes to buy tools that I need to help perpetuate what I'm trying to do, right? Let's use the sales to buy us tools, because why not? So I bought this anvil. It's pretty awesome. Haven't used it. It's been sitting under my workbench this whole time. So yeah, so I really followed through on buying stuff that I'm going to use to make money, but more to come on that this summer. Got a lot of plans for that guy. So I finally made a good choice, right? So I was using a Harbor Freight brad nailer, and it was cheap, right? It was like 20 bucks, and it sucked. It always got locked up here, and it sucked. It put huge divots into anything The hammer that comes through was just putting huge divots into anything that I made. So I bought this rigid brad nailer, and I bought it used at a pawn shop for 30 bucks, and it's been awesome. Works really good. It's got this awesome swivel mount where the air hose connects. It's oilless. It's been working super great, right? So I usually am using it for the 1-inch brad nails. This project that I'm working on, these guys here, I use it for some 2-inch brad nails. Works great. So finally made a good decision. So we'll see if it lasts. Now, I could clean all this up so that it looks like my shop isn't a flipping dumpster fire, but I'm not gonna. Anyway, made a second good decision. I had this miter saw, Harbor Freight miter saw. I've had it forever. The compound, beveling, sliding, buzzword, I don't know. Works fine, it's okay. Not the most accurate, it's kind of scary, it's loud, but it works okay. But I did build this miter saw station. So it's on nice casters. I can put it there in the corner so when I'm not building stuff, I can still park in the garage. Got that built. That helped a lot, especially when building the planter boxes to do the miter cuts for the trim. So, I don't know, wasn't that much, probably 30 bucks, 40 bucks in material. I had the plywood already, so I'm not counting that. But yeah, came out great, used all the time, and that was a great buy. I would definitely, or build, I guess. I'd definitely build that again. If you have a small shop where you can't leave your, I say shop, this is a garage that I have to park 2 cars in, usually. So everything is kind of mobile. And that's kind of how we're rolling. So I had another order for 9 or 10 of these boxes and got them knocked out and thought I'm gonna buy more tools for actual, like other woodworking, right? Like hardwood stuff. And so I got a couple of really good deals from Facebook Marketplace. Wow, it's really dark. Let's see if there's more light over here. So anyway, I got this Porter cable, 12-inch planer, right? Got it pretty cheap used. So far it works great. You know, I keep it under here, pop it up on that breakdown table when I need it for stuff. Works out pretty good. The day after I found this on Facebook Marketplace, using the same money from that second set of boxes, I got this joiner, 6-inch joiner. I mean, yeah, it's not the best joiner you can ever get. Works awesome though. Need new blades. It's obvious the dude hit a couple staples with these ones, but I'm not a very good woodworker, so a couple little dings. I'll blame it on my skill more than the tools. So I got those here, and that was good. So the next problem that I had was that I had no outfeed table. So I was just throwing stuff onto the ground right here. But again, I don't have a lot of room. So I bought this collapsible 4-foot by 4-foot table thing, and I built a smaller tabletop for it, right? So putting the 2x4s on end, puts it pretty close to the same level as the table saw right there. And before you say, why didn't you make it the whole size? It's because I'm lazy and it's heavy. And so I need to hang this sucker on the wall. This is enough for me for right now, and I can still pick that up and hang it on the wall over there once I put some hangers up there. But it fits into these little holders. Again, it's dark. Let me go over to this side. Right, it goes into these little holder things. Yeah, they're plastic. I can't comment on the durability of it, but you know, it holds, 3,000 pounds it says, and this little table scaffold folds up into like 1 foot by 1 foot, and I can just stick it along the wall over there by the jointer and still park in the garage. So I got that going, and then I was out of money again. So I waited and got some more orders. So got another order for some more boxes. I don't know, 3 or 4 orders in now. You know, and it's not a huge amount of profit each time, but if you're making a few $100 each week, like that's pretty legit considering I made like $8 last year off my Etsy store. So pretty stoked about that. So yeah, I made a few $100. Got this Wen bandsaw, right? It's a 10-inch bandsaw. It's rusty because I still need to fix this the cast iron here. I'll make a video on how to do that because I did that to the table saw and it came out super nice, super smooth. But yeah, I mean, it works great. It's just got the one blade on it right now, so I'll probably get a pack of blades, right? Some thinner ones. But again, I've gotten all of these things used off of Facebook Marketplace. And then, yeah, when I bought this, I also bought this vise because I needed a vise on the bench for, you know, holding stuff. Now, as you'll notice, it's super dark in here because ballast burned out in that, so that'll be a future video on how to fix that piece of crap and put LEDs in there. But the next thing I bought from that was I bought this little oven for Kydex sheaths, works okay. And then I bought a metal bandsaw and the metal bandsaw stand. And I can bring these out if anybody's interested and kind of show you how it goes together. The thing is awesome though. It works super good, both Harbor Freight. Can't beat it if you're just trying to get started, right? Like, so works super good. And that was the extent of the money that I made at that point from boxes. So sold a few more boxes. And then I realized that the floor of my shop looks like this. And this is better now, mind you. So yeah, it was a mess. Like that over there needs work. I need to get like a shroud for that thing because that thing throws dust from hell to breakfast. But sold a few more boxes and decided I was going to up my dust collection, right? So got this small dust collector from Beaver. Works pretty good so far, right? It's connected to the 4-inch dust collection hose that I have run to the table saw right now. Look, it's a cheap table saw, right? So I used the laser down there and some magnets to make this little shield to try and keep most of the dust in there and coming down through the dust collection hose. Works goodish, not perfect, but better than it was before, right? And then I thought, oh, you know what I need is something so that it's easy to switch, like from the table saw to the jointer, right, to the planer. Those are all 4-inch collect. Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention, I did spend $100 on the dust collector upgrade. So the Porter Cable planer has really no dust collection. It just spits stuff out the back. So I bought this, which is a Delta model dust collection port for these, and it fits on there. Anyway, that's the sidetrack, but it works now, so I can use the dust collector. There was a problem though. So, bought these Maglock dust collector things. I'm like, that's gonna be awesome, switching from one to another. Might have had a beer or two, put in an order. So they shipped these, right, for my 3 tools I can use them. Sick. What they didn't ship was the side that goes on the dust collector hose with the magnets because it was back ordered for another few weeks. Not super cool. So here's what we're doing. I had a bunch of magnets from some other projects, and I also have a 3D printer. So I found this online. It's 4-inch dust collector thing. Those circles are where the magnets are going to go. Actually, I have 2 3D printers. That one's a resin printer, so there's a lot of cool things we can make with that. More to come. Anyway, I got this guy going. Should be done tomorrow. It says 15 hours, but it's lying. So yeah, I will post an update after this to see how well that thing actually works. I do have the part from Woodcraft on order, and it will get here eventually, but if this works, I'll probably just send it back because it costs I don't know, 10 hours and, I don't know, $3 in material maybe. So that's where we're at there. Yeah. I forgot one other oopsie that I made once I sold some of these boxes. I got a hat press. Haven't used it yet, but I might. I got the laser, got some patches, might as well make some hats. Anyway, that was, yeah, shouldn't have bought that. Couple quick, look at that death hole over there, by the way. Oh my God, my kids say Pennywise lives in there. They're probably right. Anyway, a couple other quick non-building related things I bought with the money is I bought this gun safe because I've been needing one. I got kids in the house, need to be safe. Got all my guns and ammunition in there to keep them safe. And I bought a real set of waders and boots so that I'm not using, in that pile of shit right there is my goose hunting waders, which are really hard to walk across rivers in. Anyway, the point of this is that using woodworking, building these planters, is a really, really great way to get yourself started. So look, the point of all this, we can talk about it while my wildflowers die in the snow right there, was just to say it's really easy to get started if you have a good base product that sells well. Now, I got super lucky, right? Like, I started this in February. It was a couple warm weeks in Utah where the snow melted off and people started getting a little bit, excited about spring. And, that's what really kicked this off. Now, I think, and I don't know this yet, but I think this is going to be more of a seasonal business, right? I assume after Mother's Day, it's going to drop off a little bit. And that's okay. But at the end of the day, right, like, I used these simple, plans that I found online to make, a few $1,000s, which I then used to buy tools to start a wood shop. Now, you go into some pro's wood shop and they'd laugh at the quality and blah, blah, blah of these tools, but those guys and gals, no judgment, they can eat it. Like, I don't care, right? Like, you got to start somewhere. You got to branch out, I say that, yet I would not branch out anymore. This is a custom order for some privacy planter boxes that are a pain in the ass to build. I don't think I'd do it again. But, there's also, this is $1,500, not just this one, right? I have a full order, which is what all that material's for. That's $1,500 in profit. So, I don't know, maybe I would do it again. Who knows? It depends on where you're at. But go ahead, take a look around, give it a try, find your niche. It might not be planter boxes, it might be cutting boards, or it might be laser engraved something or other. It really doesn't matter. If you can find something that you enjoy building that doesn't take an enormous amount of time, go ahead and start building something, buy some tools, develop your business, or even your hobby for that matter. The key really is that if you're going to do it as a business and you want to sell product, you need to make sure that you can maintain your shop rate, right? You need to build things that you can build quickly enough to make it so you're not losing money, because your time is money, right? The time you spend, the cost of the materials is one thing, but the time you spend doing it also costs, right? If each one of these boxes took 20 hours to make, this is not profitable, right? That's just not worth the time. But when you can take 10 of them and batch them out in 4 hours, right? Make $1,000 in 4 hours minus material, that's when it starts to add up. So that's probably, $650 in 4 hours, right? That's a pretty good shop rate. Things like that. You can start to do. You can buy more tools that you may or may not ever use. They work. I just don't know if they're going to be usable. Anyway, something to think about. Let me know what you think, or don't. Feel free to flame away if you're still here. And yeah, other than that, go build something, have a good time, or not. I don't care. See ya.